Black men, we have a responsibility, not just to ourselves and not just to the next generation, but to the very soul of our people.
Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Verse or Belly Dirt channel. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload videos, you will be the first person to be notified. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and educate each and every one of us, you guys are the real MVP. So lovelies, I'm gonna be your today's host, and I have so many statistics to put up here, and we're gonna come out to talk about it. Alright lovelies, let's dive into today's video.
Black women. For centuries, this country has tried to erase her worth. America built itself by exploiting her labor, silencing her voice, and hypersexualizing her body, only to turn around and call her angry, loud, and unworthy of love. They used her, broke her, and then had the audacity to blame her for the cracks. But here's the truth that they will never tell you. Black women nursed this nation when white women couldn't. They organized the movements while others took credit. They held the family together when the system tried to rip it apart. They birthed not just our babies, but our culture, our rhythm, and our resistance. She is not just our partner. She is our origin, our protection, our power. And yet she's the most disrespected, unprotected, and neglected person in this country. Just like Malcolm X warned us, and far too often we, black men, have been silent about it, or worse, contributed to it. Some of us mock her features while we praise them on other women. We judge her strength while we benefit from it. We expect her to fight for us, march for us, love us through the trauma. But when it's time to return the favor, we vanish. That has to stop now, y'all. Because when they come for her, they're coming for the foundation. When they attack her identity, they're attacking our legacy. And if we don't defend her now, we are risking the death of something much bigger, the future of black unity. We cannot afford to lose her, not to Eurocentric beauty standards, not to systemic misogyny, not to our own silence. So black men, this is our moment. Protect her, uplift her, speak life into her. Shut down the jokes, the disrespect, the false narratives. Stand beside her in public and behind her when she leads. Because if we ever hope to be kings, we better start by honoring the queens who raised us, loved us, fought for us, even when the world didn't.
I love black women. I love black people. But the black women are the ones that have that the most with the masculinity. Hispanic houses, Asian houses, it's different. Hispanic women are raised from children to cook, to clean, to take care of their brothers. Black women are independent. You don't need no you to catch. You're so pretty. You got to step your game up because there's women that don't look as cute as you that will do more than you. It's like what Shaq said today. When talent meets talent, it doesn't matter anymore. It's about work ethic now. I love.
First of all, this conversation is so played out. Stop downing black women just because you want to go and be with other groups of women. We really don't care. And y'all gonna be like, well, you talking about it. I make content. I just came across this. Y'all love to talk about this type of thing. At the end of the day, if other groups of women are raised a certain way, black man, why don't you stay in the house and raise your daughters to be able to be dependent on a man and to be more domesticated? Why don't you do that? You all are the largest demographic of men that create single mothers and that create broken homes. Black women are the largest demographic of women that deal with femicide, meaning that we get unalived from our partners, from our intimate partners, more than any other group of women. So you all love to just point the fingers. At the end of the day, if you have an absentee dad and you've had to depend on yourself, what does that breed? How are you going to grow if you can't depend on your counterpart? You all were either incarcerated at one point. We were all on the plantation together. We leave that out coincidentally. Like, we've never had the opportunity to be these feminists that y'all claim that we wanted to be. We've always had to work since the inception of this country. Why do y'all always conveniently leave that out? The plight of black women. When have we ever been stay-at-home mothers? We've literally always had to work and do domestic work. rearing of the children. And to say that we weren't taught to take care of our siblings and to take care of the home is a fucking blatant lie. Ask any elder daughter that is a black woman if she took care of her younger siblings. I did. I cleaned up. And I had a fucking job since I was 15 years old. And I helped to pay bills around the house. And guess what? There was a man that lived in my house with me. A man lived there. My mother's husband lived with us. Yet I still had to help pick up the slack. All of my friends, every single last black woman I know had to help take care of her siblings while their fathers were either A, living in the home with them, or B, created a broken home and was nowhere around, or C, they had some type of male figure there, but still had to help their moms. Y'all keep making it seem like every black woman is exactly the same. We're not a monolith. I'm so tired of this. This shit is so tired. We don't want to continuously have to be the mules. We don't want to be mammies. Y'all keep saying y'all gonna be alone. Fine. You don't care. I'm a random black woman anyway. So what if I'm a fucking cat lady? So what if I'm gonna die alone? What is it to you? Why do you care? Go over to where you feel is better and stay and leave us out of it. At the end of the day, I've seen videos of Asian women peeing on you all's toothbrushes. It's posted on my page. I've seen white women calling y'all the N-word and slapping y'all down. I've had videos of Latinas cussing y'all out like a dog in the street, being gold diggers, asking for money for BBLs. Yet y'all accept all types of treatment from other women. It's just because they're closer to white. You just like their aesthetic better. You probably are self-loathing and self-hating. Now, you cannot say every single woman is the same in every single group. That's ridiculous. The stereotypes are so played. Just go where you want to go, be where you want to be, and leave us alone. We don't care. If you have a daughter, do a better job at raising her the way that you would want her to be suitable for a partner. Spread love is the Brooklyn way. What y'all think about this? Are all black women just hyper independent because that's what we choose? Like, and if we do choose that, why? It's safer to be single as a black woman.
I love black women. I love black people. But the black
Independent black woman thing.
No black woman wants to be independent. They've chosen to be independent based on their reaction to how we have abandoned them.
Yeah.
It is a reaction formation to how they've been treated. No, if every black woman had the option of staying at home and their husband pay all the bills and they can live comfortable, they would do it.
Well, here we are. Here's the unicorn of a black stay-at-home mom. And it sounds good. They would be at home. Then why is it for the first 10 or 15 years when I was a stay-at-home mom, I was told what I did was not enough by black women? What do you do? Oh, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have 3, 4, 5 children. One who has autism. She's in therapy 3 days a week, et cetera, et cetera. Oh, that's all you do? Couldn't be me. I felt like, Diamond in Players Club. You couldn't pay me to smell motherfucker feet all day. Like, bitch, I didn't ask you. Oh, all these yours? Yes, we all have the same last name. Yes, these are all our children. Oh, he cheating on you. He's abusing you. He's using you. Couldn't be me. I gotta have my own. Unprovoked, unasked. I never asked. Get the youngest one in daycare. Now you can get a job. Do you think you're gonna get a job now? Now, mind you, the husband that was paying the bills never said, you know what, that little one in school, you need to get a job. He never said that. But nobody ever asked that. They never asked, does your husband want you to get a job? They never asked that. They pushed that you need to get a job. So I worked for on the weekends, and one time my husband said, we need to go out of town, etc. And I could not do it because I had to work. And he told me to bring my ass home. He said, whatever they paying you, it ain't worth it. You don't need this. Bring your ass to the house. And I did. But women are like, well, we can't find a man like you have, or your husband's different. No, my husband is an asshole, which means he's not putting up with bullshit. The budget is the budget. This is what we're doing. This is how this family will progress. And we were both on that same level. The family will move this way. We will save for this. The children need to be here. Somebody needs to be within 15 minutes of the children at all times. And then I would get, mind you, women that aren't married. Well, your husband needs to help out. Well, I'm sorry, ma'am. I've packed his lunch and his breakfast, and he leaves the house at 7:30 in the morning, does not get home till 6:30 in the morning. I mean, in the evening. When do you want him to help? Because when he gets home, he needs to eat. He needs to wind down. He needs to rest because he's got to go to work. Because I can sleep in. He has a mortgage to pay. But see, that would involve knowing your partner and giving a damn about their well-being. The same way he gave a damn about mine. To the point that now children are, grown, children are doing their thing. We got a couple little ones at home, and it's like, do whatever you want. Whatever you want to do, you do it. Well, don't you want her to get a job? That's what women say. Don't you want, he's like, I want her to do whatever she wants to do because she's earned it. I saw her busting her ass. She's earned it. See, my husband respected my role more than women respected the role of being a stay-at-home mother. So it sounds good that women want to stay at home. However, I laugh at 45 and up women who want a man to take care of them. Because 20 years ago, you said I wasn't enough. And you can get in my comments and say, oh, well, we ain't like that no more. Yes, the fuck you are. Yes, you are. I've had my husband had to tell family members, I don't need her to work. She's good. She's fine. Well, what if something happens to you? I'm more dead than alive. They not worried about that. They just don't like a black woman being able to sit down and relax. They hate it more than black men hate it. Because none of my husband's friends have ever said, that bitch need to get a job. Never. It sounds good though.
Black men, we have a responsibility not just to ourselves, not just to the next generation, but to the every soul of our people, black women. For centuries, this country has tried to erase her worth. It has built its foundation on her labor, her womb, her pen, and her silence. America took her strength and called it attitude. It took her love and called it obsession. It took her body and called it property. And when she fought back, they labeled her angry, bitter, or unfit to be loved. But here is what they never tell you. Black women are the reason we still exist. They are the heartbeat of our survival, the quiet architects of every solution revolution that carried us through slavery, segregation, and systemic chaos. When we were locked out, she found another door. When we were beaten down, she stood guard over our bodies and buried our dead with songs that turned pain into power. When the nation said we were nothing, she said you are kings. When the world said she was nothing, we said nothing. And that silence had cost us everything. Let's be real, for generations we have watched black women carry entire families, movements, and communities on their backs, while the world gave them crumbs for it. She was the mother of the movement, but her name was erased from the headlines. She was the backbone of every march, but her feet were the first to blister. She was the one who stayed when everyone else ran, and somehow we started believing the same lies, the system told about her. We started mocking her voice, criticizing her tune, dismissing her pen, and glorifying the same features on women who didn't look like her. We laughed at her struggles, we recalled her too strong, too loud, too independent, and when she broke down, when the strength we demanded from her finally cracked, we had the audacity to call her weak. That is the sickness we inherited from the colonizers. This sharp lens that taught us to see her power as a problem, her beauty as a threat, her confidence as defiance. But the truth is, she's always been divine. Think about it. Black women nursed this nation white women couldn't. They organized the movement while men took the credit. They held the line when the system came for the family, when mass incarceration ripped fathers away, when welfare system punished black motherhood, when education system labeled her children disruptive and unfit. She kept the light on, the food warm, the faith alive, and somehow she still found space to smile. That is not strength, that is Godhood. That is spiritual resiliency. That is love that has no equal on this planet. But look at how the world repays her. In the workplace, she is underpaid and overqualified. In media, she hypersexualized but never humanized. In healthcare, she ignored until she dies. And in our communities, she still asks to be everything: healer, mother, activist, therapist, while getting nothing but judgment in return. Even in pop culture, the disrespect is constant. They will copy her style, steal her slang, imitate her reading, but never honor her origin. They will build empires of her essence and then pretend she never existed. And why that happens? Too many black men stay quiet. Too many of us scroll past the pen. Too many of us laugh at the memes that degrade her. Too many of us feed the algorithm with her humiliation instead of her healing. That silence is betrayal, and whether we admit it or not, it's killing our community from the inside out. Because here's the truth: when they come for her, they are coming for us. When they demean her image, they are rewriting our story. When they attack her femininity, they are dismantling our future. You can't separate the survivor of the black man from the dignity of the black woman. If she falls, we fall. If she's disrespected, we are dishonored. And if she stops believing in us, we are lost. So let's talk about what protecting her actually means. Not just hashtags and pretty captions. Protection isn't just physical, it's emotional, it's spiritual, it's generational, it's shutting down the jokes that make her the punchline, it's defending her when she's not in the room, it's correcting your boys when they disrespect her, it's standing beside her when she speaks truth to power, even when it makes you uncomfortable. It's not needing her pen to prove your masculinity, because real men don't dominate, they protect, they uplift, they heal. Malcolm X told us decades ago that the most disrespected, unprotected, and neglected person in America is the black woman. That was in 1962. And 60 years later, it's still true. How is it that we, the descendants of kings and queens, still allow the mothers of our civilization to be treated like this? How is it that we march for every other cause, but when it comes to protecting the black woman, who suddenly lose our voices? How is it that she's the first to stand for us and last to be stood for? Every protest, every movement, every struggle for our survival, she's been there. From Harriet Tubman leading our people through the night to Asanta Shaku exile for her truth, to Breonna Taylor losing her life in her own home. Every generation, a new name, a new wound, a new hashtag, and we still act like this isn't an emergency. Let's go deeper. Black women have been expected to fix the same world that keeps breaking them. They are being the therapists to broken men, the caretakers to broken families, the teachers to broken schools, the leaders in broken systems, and even when they ask for help, when they whisper, "I'm tired," the world tells them to keep being strong. Do you know how heavy it is to carry generations on your back while pretending it doesn't hurt? And do you know what makes it worse? When the very men who should be her shield become her burden, we criticize her for wearing weavers, for being independent, for setting standards, for saying I deserve better. But those criticism hasn't truth. They are projection. They are the pain of men who haven't healed from their own trauma. We can't keep expecting healed women to love broken men who refuse to do the work. We can't keep asking her to mother us when she's already mothering nations. We can't keep demanding her loyalty when we haven't earned her trust. And it's not just about relationships, it's about restoration, about rebuilding the sacred balance between masculine and feminine energy in our community, about remembering that kings only rise when queens are honored. Because look around, every great civilization that fell did so when it disrespected its women. When the feminine was exploited, the empire collapsed, and we are seeing it right now in our music, our media, our politics. They are convinced us that disrespecting our women is entertainment, that love is weakness, that Degradation is dominance. But real kings don't find power in submission, they find power in partnership. You can't claim to love your people if you don't love the woman who bettered them. You can't talk about liberation if you are still enslaved by misogyny. You can't preach unity if your actions divide your home. So, black men, what will our legacy be? We will be the generation that finally honors her, or the generation that lost her because of pride, ego, and silence. We can't afford to lose her, not to Eurocentric beauty standards, not to colorism, not to our own neglect, because once she's gone, the spirit of our people goes with her. She's the blueprint, the revolution, she's the one love that keeps saving us even when we don't deserve it. So let's rebuild piece by piece. Let's start by listening to her, not to respond, not but to understand. Let's start by apologizing, not just in words but in action. Let's start by unlearning everything this system taught us about her and about ourselves, because the system profits from our division. It profits when the black man and black woman distrust each other. When we turn love into war, when we see competition instead of cooperation. But the moment we reconnect, the moment we love each other fully, that system collapses, because unity is rebellion, love is revolution. Every black man watching this, hear me, you owe her your protection, your respect, your gratitude, you owe her your growth, because she's already paid her dues with her body, her time, her blood, her tears. She's done enough surviving, now it's time for her to live. So build with her, stand beside her, honor her, because when you uplift her, you are not just protecting a woman, you are preserving a nation. The black woman is not a threat, she's the throne. And until we understand that, we will keep wandering, crownless, divided, lost. But the moment we honor her, truly honor her, we rise again, not just as men, not just as lovers, but as a people reborn.
And if you watch up to this extent, don't forget to please leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We are just here for educational and informative purposes. So lovelies, why not just share your thought? Subscribe to this channel if you're yet to do that, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.